As you see things evolve, you know, and those projects are being worked on, what excites you the most about Walther and kind of what you're doing there and what you see happening and where you fit into all this?
I like that, you know, Walther's not really afraid to take a chance. We have a drift car, which is cool. Like that was something where, you know, we were at a meeting and this drift car driver, he's a shooter first. I mean, that was kind of the first thing he was really into. Well, he's a BMX bike rider. And then he just kind of came to us and, you know, we were just like, let's try and reach some kind of fringe markets.
I love
you know
that.
what I mean? Like, let's try and find some gun adjacent people and reach those people as well. And, you know, people who like cool stuff. Cars are cool. Drifting's cool. So he's got like a 700 horsepower BMW. It's like an LS powered BMW. Right. And we've actually got 2 this year. We've got 2 cars now this year. And, you know, just stuff like that is exciting to me, to be part of a company, you know, that's not stuffy and, you know, kind of wants to be seen as a company that's, you know, we're doing grassroots stuff, comment-wise with our product development. We're doing stuff in the grassroots drift car stuff. We're doing stuff in the enthusiast level shooter community with our defense division. And then we have, so the drift car is actually part of this thing. We haven't quite found the best way to launch it yet. We call it the adventure division. We have a couple people in there who help us sort of reach into these, what we consider adjacent markets. And we hope that we're correct. The drift car was a very successful thing for us last year. So that was why we continued it this year. But, it's kind of just like being the cool underdog company. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of that effect.
I do know about that. Yeah.
We get to be cool. We don't have to be stuffy. We don't have to be like wearing suits and stuff all the time. We get to kind of do the fun, cool stuff. It takes us some time. I'll admit it. Like being part of a smaller company like that, in comparison to some of the giants, like you'd mentioned, but we also get to play a little bit by our own rules a little bit because of that, which is cool.
I know all about that. I'm a small business owner myself, and I've felt like the underdog more than enough times.
There's freedom in it.
There's so much freedom in it. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that too when you're exploring those things. But you know, the way you're explaining it and like reaching fringe markets, I think about it like as a Venn diagram. You know, and you know, we have this thing, and then there's all these different, you know, cultures and you mentioned enthusiasts, whether it's drift cars or you guys should try to get into is that fight market, like the UFC type guys and the dudes are doing that.
We'll sponsor you. You gonna fight?
No, my days are over. But they love their guns. But my point of that is like, yes, they reach a lot of people and they like doing cool stuff. And I think that's cool in terms of building culture around that, because you can really impact a lot of people and bring people together. And the thing you're saying there about being a smaller company and having the freedom and flexibility to do that in your own way and take a chance. That's why I wanted to sit down with you, with you guys, is because there's a lot of people in this industry, obviously, probably too many in a lot of level, a lot of companies. But I don't often get to have these, you know, kind of sit downs or just kind of get into kind of what makes the company tick with a lot of people. So when I do, I love to hear that kind of thing, because it really is, I think when you just stretch it across all kinds of, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you know, particularly right now and just kind of the way marketing and sales work, everything's online, right? Having your, you know, being able to put your finger on the pulse of what's going on and the different ways that you guys are doing it, that's, to me, it's innovative in a way where you're just leveraging what's already there and figuring out a way to do that. I think it's really cool that, you know, you have a CEO that's all about it versus maybe having to fight. VP. VP that's all about it rather than have to fight that, you know, and try and come up with new things to reach new markets rather than, no, we've always done it this way. Right. So we're just going to keep doing it that way. Because I think if you do that for too long, particularly now, you're going to die. I agree. And that was another thing that was really difficult coming in from outside. Because I used to be, you know, again, like I wanted to come to SHOT Show. That was like, it seemed like the Super Bowl to me. I was like, that's where all the new products are. And I was a gun guy, like for many years before I even worked in the industry. And then once I got in the industry, especially at SHOT Show, there are a lot of people that work at big gun companies that don't care about guns, can't shoot, have, you know, couldn't load a magazine, and it blew my mind. It was very disappointing when that hit me too. Yeah, they're just like some of the sales guys. They're sales guys. They could sell tractors. They could sell, you know, wall paint. They're good at it. Yeah, they're good at it, but they don't necessarily care about what they're selling, and that blew my mind. And I do think that is one thing that sets Walther apart, because from our manufacturing, we have range days where our manufacturers will bring one of our defense division instructors, and we'll have the manufacturing guys go train with them. We'll have the engineering guys go train with them, and
everybody's competent at some level with a firearm. And Walther is one of probably, shockingly, the only companies that can say that.